Hey, welcome back to JFlick YouTube channel. Your
Easy, fast as fuck, boy.
source for English help and advice. I've been going over some stuff about gerunds and infinitives with clients recently and coming across some common problems. So I thought I'd do this video to help everybody out. Just basic principles of when to use gerunds and infinitives, as well as some exceptions to the rule. Depending how long this takes, maybe we'll do all the exceptions, maybe we'll just do a few. Alright, let's get started. First of all, gerund. What is a gerund? A gerund is a verb with the ending ing. It's not like present continuous like I am speaking. We can't say it's a gerund. A gerund just means the verb plus ing, that's it. When do we use gerunds and why do we use gerunds? Those are the main things we're going to understand right now. We have two groups of verbs in English, we'll say. So there's a list of verbs that we always use these verbs plus gerund after. And there's another list of verbs that we always use with infinitive after. And so it's one of those things in English where there's nothing that's going to tell you, use a gerund with this verb, use an infinitive after that verb. It's just something that you have to memorize and repeat and practice and learn, and hopefully just absorb this over time. If you're interested in this list, send me a message. I'll be happy to share it with you. I have a full list of verb plus gerund or verb plus infinitive and some other constructions like that. Secondly, we tend to use gerunds after prepositions. I get to the fitness club by walking. I always eat some cottage cheese before going to bed. Preposition gerund or maybe preposition object, which brings me to my next point. One of the main functions of a gerund is that it acts as a subject or an object in the sentence, right? So like we can't begin a statement or a sentence with a verb. I can't say like 2 bucks is a very dangerous sport. What do? We take that verb, we add ing to the end of it, and now it's the subject of the sentence. Simple as that. So when there is no subject in a sentence and we need a subject, we use the verb in gerund form. Okay, so for example, I can say, watching horror movies is not as interesting as watching historical non-fictional films. To watch is a verb, but I just used it in the subject of the sentence as a gerund, right? So 3 main ideas with a gerund. After certain verbs in the list I can send you, after prepositions, and when we need a subject or an object and there is not one in the sentence, we use that verb as a substitute replacement in gerund form. Now with infinitives, we have 4 rules total. So the first rule with infinitives is after certain verbs we must use infinitive, just like with gerunds. The second rule is we use infinitives after adjectives. So let's say for me, Russian grammar is difficult to learn, right? Difficult to learn. Adjective, infinitive. It is pleasant to go to the countryside. It is pleasant to go. Adjective, infinitive. So, on to our third point. We also use infinitive form to show the reason or purpose of doing something. I go on vacation to de-stress my psyche. I work to make money to support my life. You study English to improve your skills. So it always just shows the purpose or the reason of something when we use that infinitive as well. And the last but not least reason we use infinitives would be after question words, relative pronouns. So I could say like what? I don't know how to speak Chinese. I know where to buy the best salmon in the city. So question word, relative pronoun, and then we use infinitive. So those are the 4 reasons for infinitive, right? After certain verbs, after adjectives, to show the reason or purpose of something, after relative pronouns. Great. Now there are some verbs where we can use the gerund or infinitive after. Maybe it has a technical difference, but in reality,
it's often disappointing.
It means the exact same thing. So I can say, I like to go to the fitness club, or I like going to the fitness club. Really? What's the difference? I love to you eat chocolate? I love eating chocolate, right? No difference in meaning here as well. However, sometimes when we use a verb and then we use gerund or infinitive after, they have extremely different meanings. So we're going to go over a few of them right now. The first one we're going to look at is stop. 7 years ago, I quit smoking. I stopped smoking 7 years ago. So I stopped smoking means I quit, I finished, right? So when we use stop with gerund, it means you finish the gerund action. If you were to use infinitive here, I stopped to smoke. Now that means there is one action happening before smoke. So and I finished that first action in order to begin smoking. So when we use stop plus infinitive, it means the infinitive action begins. Looking forward to seeing you soon or hearing from you soon. And hey, as usual, I'm your local native English teacher in St. Petersburg, Russia. Get a hold of me and let's level up your English. Have a great week. Bye-bye.